So once again, welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video, and today we're going to be talking about game mechanics. The specific mechanic we're going to be talking about here today is not being able to run past another character. Either shielding or just in general, you cannot run past another character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate like you could in previous entries. You can still jump over them, and of course you can still roll past them. You just can't directly run through them. If you play Smash casually, this probably won't mean too much to you honestly at all, because you're going to play the way you want to play and game mechanics don't matter as much to you. But with that being said, let's talk about this and why a lot of people think this is an issue. Then I'm going to give my personal take on this and why I think this isn't what exactly everyone should be freaking out about. So this dates back all the way to the first playable demo of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Word got around that not being able to move through shields was a bug, and I was really confused by this very statement, and I was like, how could this be a bug? He obviously has collision detection between the characters so they can't pass through each other, so how does he just have an on and off switch there in the first place if there's no point in even doing it if that's not his intention in the first place? And on top of that, it was also a rumor, so people just assumed that it was a bug that you can't run through shields. But then it later was confirmed that you literally just can't run through shields in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So now that has officially came out, a lot of people are freaking out on my timeline on Twitter, and people are just talking about it in general. Why are they talking about it? Mix-up options. If you look at Project M for example, see how Sonic can just easily run past through someone's shield and quickly turn around and reverse grab or pivot grab them to get a mix-up option when they whiff an attack. That's going to be virtually impossible to do now that you can't run through somebody in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But like I said, you can still roll through characters and you can still jump over characters. And before we go a little bit deeper, I just want to say in doubles, you can run through your teammate. Your teammate will not block your way. It's only the enemies where that happens. I had to point that out because everyone decided to assume that doubles is ruined. Anyways, characters like Sonic don't benefit from this at all. They're actually worse when it comes to mix-up options because of this. Sonic and Smash 4 heavily required mix-up options to be played at a high level in my opinion. And honestly in general, that's just the way he's played. He has a lot of mix-ups. He had spin dash cancel for example, and he also was able to do pivot grabs super easily and get back throw kills, or back throw string. But I don't think that really matters anyway because Sonic's back throw was nerfed, so yikes. But also characters like Luigi, if you want to run up to somebody or run past them and then up B and maybe get a kill confirm, which is very unconventional and not safe whatsoever, but you can do that. But the point is, people are upset that they're losing mix-up options by not being able to run through somebody such as a pivot grab. But with that being said, I feel like most characters won't be at a disadvantage now because of this. A lot of characters had a clear advantage over other characters such as Sonic with his campiness and pivot grabbing because he can run past you so fast, and that's what made him a super campy character in my opinion. Sonic still may be campy in Smash Ultimate, but he won't be able to run past you and camp the way he wants to. He's gonna have to play your game, even if he still plays campy. And I feel like not being able to run past the enemy is not going to hurt every single character in the game. I feel like it's only going to hurt a select few such as Sonic for example. This is not going to get rid of everybody's mix-up option. Running through somebody to get a pivot grab is not the only mix-up option in Super Smash Bros. And people are acting like this is the only thing they have. Yes, less options isn't as good. You'd rather have more options. But is it balanced though? It seems like it's going to be a more balanced way of doing things instead of having characters like Sonic who can have a clear advantage in that area over almost every character in the game. Just from everybody trying out the game and talking about the game, I haven't heard anybody complain about this till now. Until it's discovered that this is true and this is not a bug. But even if it was a bug, and while it was a bug, nobody was really complaining about it to a degree till now, till somebody said something. I feel like if you weren't able to notice it or notice any really huge differences when it comes to that, or if it doesn't affect your gameplay as much, I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. I just feel like a lot of people in the community are bringing this up, so everyone wants to bandwagon on this before the game is even out. Something that none of us really have our hands on. Only a select few have got to play the new demo, or just the demo of Smash in general really have this general idea. And most of us don't, because we weren't able to play the game. So I feel like as a whole, we can't judge this new mechanic and say it's awful. And the metagame isn't even developed, because the game isn't even out. That's my main point here. Now what I just said, I'm not saying this to combat everybody who doesn't like it. You're allowed to not like this. I'm gonna say this right here. I don't like not being able to run past somebody, but I don't think it's detrimental. I don't think it's gonna ruin Ultimate. I'm mainly directing this towards people who think this is going to ruin Ultimate. But I also want to present one more thing. Yes, you may lose running through people for mix-up options and pivot grabs, but we have a brand new ways to do things in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, such as everybody can run up and down tilt. Everybody can do anything out of a dash. That is a brand new thing, and that brings a lot of opportunity. In my recent analysis series, I analyzed Incineroar, and I realized he has a down tilt into forward smash, up tilt, and up smash combo. So imagine running up, down tilting, and doing that, and then getting a grab off of that. That's a brand new mix-up right there, because you can run up and down tilt. I feel like it's a trade-off. We've gotten a lot of new mechanics and new things pertaining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's just new ways to do things. I feel like a lot of people have Smash 4 fresh in their mind. They're probably expecting to go in the game and grabbing somebody with Mario and just up tilting the entire time. It's not gonna work. This is a brand new game. But yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. That's all I really gotta say. This was more of a rant video rather than just presenting the situation, but I wanted to do both things anyways and give you guys context to the situation. But I also want to point out, Sakurai also said he did this because he wanted to make it more like a traditional fighter, so take that the way you want it, I guess. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And remember, this is not just a one-sided conversation, it's a full conversation with you guys as well. So talk to me in the comments below. What do you think about this? But anyways, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.